Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 apartment speed build. And yeah, it's literally the first video that I have posted in like a month's time. I know it's been like a month since the last time I uploaded a video, and we're starting back up with an apartment build where I'm using some of the new industrial loft kit items that we got just before the weekend. I think we got it on like the 26th of August or something like that. But yeah, so I decided to do an apartment build with the new kit, and I'm using a bunch of the new items. I think I used almost every new item apart from maybe that big like plant bookcase kind of thing. I think that's the only thing that I didn't end up using. But yeah, I just wanted to use a bunch of the new items and wanted to do a more industrial build, and I figured that starting back up with an apartment would be easier than trying to build a whole like lofted house or something like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But in case you didn't know, and in case you haven't checked out the community tab here on the channel, I did post a while ago, just before, I think maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago by now, my post about, why I'm taking this big of a break from YouTube and why I have been mostly missing from like a lot of other social medias and Twitter and all of that stuff as well. So I'm not going to go too in depth into all of that in this video because it's really a long story and this video isn't super long. So yeah, we're not going to go into that, but I will leave a link down below to that community tab post, as well as the post that I did just before the weekend, where I showed you a sneak peek of this apartment, as well as gave you like a little bit of an update about, content and, coming back to like making content, all of that stuff. So I will leave that link down below as well. Basically, the gist of it, if you don't want to go ahead and read that post, is the fact that I am starting to work on videos again after, like I said, like a month. But I'm still taking it slow. I'm not going to commit to saying, like regular scheduled content will be back within like the next week or something like that. I'm not going to say that. I'm just taking it slow, seeing how it goes. But I am working on a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. So like save file related things. I'm getting a lot of the save file that I'm working on sorted out. And everything like that. And I am like working on recording builds. I'm just not working on like editing them and like uploading them at the moment. I'm mostly just focused on getting them recorded. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, what I've started working on again within the last like maybe week and a half or so. So yeah, I'm slowly getting back into making videos. I guess it's a good way of just like summing that up. But yeah, so back to this apartment. As you can see, we're working on the kitchen at the moment, and the layout for this apartment is, I think, different from any other layout that I've ever done. With this apartment in particular, I'm building in Penny Pizzazz's apartment in the fashion district, I think. Yeah, so it's the 1321 Chic Street apartment, and it's actually kind of like a lofted, not really lofted, but more of like a studio apartment. So the bedroom and the living room is all one big space. Then the kitchen is separated off with those brand new open like door archway thing that we got with the kit. I don't know, it looks like a door that's open, so it's technically an archway in the game. But yeah, so it looks like a door that you would be able to close in real life. Obviously, Sims doesn't work like that, so it's technically just an archway. And then I actually paired it with one of the Moschino like stuff pack windows, the like rounded one. And that actually made a really cool feature for that wall to make it look a little bit more open without the kitchen actually being open, if that makes sense. And then we just have the living room, the bedroom, that's all like one big bed, like one big space. And then we have a little separated like closet room, I guess. I don't know exactly what I was thinking with that room, if I'm being completely honest. I just had that weird space and I didn't want to make like a stupidly big bathroom. And I just couldn't get the floor plan to work. I messed around with the floor plan so much before I started recording. So yeah, we have a little separate closet room that's really too small to be converted into anything else. I mean, you could turn it into a little like office space, but I already have a like desk space in the main living room area. So I mean, you could make it a nursery as well. There is a walk-in closet from Get Together in there, as well as the new dresser that we got with the kit, and then just a mirror and I think a chair or something like that. And then obviously we have the bathroom. Now we didn't get any new bathroom items, so I just used whatever we had in the game. I think with this apartment, I did end up using a lot of the eco lifestyle furniture. Eco lifestyle definitely goes very well with this kit, as well as the city living pack that also goes like really well for some reason. And then Journey to Batu, surprisingly, a lot of the items in Journey to Batu, because they're kind of like, I guess, not really space themed, but Star Wars themed. They do have a very industrial vibe to them, so they also go really well with this overall style. And then I think I just used a bunch of other like knickknacks and clutter and stuff like that. I also think I used a lot of the Dream Home Decorator items. I know I used the desk and a couple of the plants, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I built this only a few days ago, and I've already forgotten like half of what I've done because I'm so out of practice with doing videos and doing voiceovers and all of that stuff. So yeah, just bear with me basically. But I had a lot of fun with this apartment. I did a few things that I don't usually do, like, you know, using these big, I guess, iron support struts that we have. I think they came from Get to Work, I think, or base game, I'm not sure, but I used them as kind of like wall accent pieces in the living space. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this apartment. I don't know if it's because this is the first like proper speed build that I worked on since taking my break, or if it's just the overall kit that I'm excited for, because I am excited about this kit. I mean, I definitely have quite a few criticisms about it as well, but overall I really like the items. I like the style. I love industrial items. I honestly wish we had more of them because yeah, it's just my style. I prefer industrial items over like really cutesy cottagecore items like we have with cottage living. Even though I do enjoy that style as well, industrial is just more like me, I guess. But yeah, so I really do like the kit, but if this isn't your style when it comes to building, then honestly, you know, if it's your style, then get the pack if you want it. If it's not, then you won't be missing out on too much, because I mean, we got one door, a archway, we got a really big 4-tile sliding door as well. But we didn't get any new like 1-tile doors or, you know, 2-tile doors. So you will have to mix and match the doors and archways and windows with stuff that you already have, and that can be really hard because these items don't really match any of the other items in the game. Apart from maybe the Moschino windows, they do match with this overall style, but any of the other items that we have from other packs and stuff like that, they really don't match. It's really hard to find something that works well with these items, especially when it comes to color swatches, because let's just take the doors and windows, or like window, as an example. But, you know, that big door that I'm using in the kitchen, the archway, only comes in 3 colors. Like, there's a black, a white, and I think a brown. Now, the black and white is fine. They're very versatile. But the blacks in the game don't tend to match. So you'd have like 2 different shades of black or 2 different shades of white. And that's very irritating because it makes it so that you can't really match the doors and the window with a lot of other items in the game. It's just the continuity of it. And yeah, it's really irritating. And honestly, we only got 1 window. And it's not even the window that we saw in the promo for the pack. But that's a whole nother thing that has been going on over on Twitter for a while now. But basically, we only got 1 window. It's a rounded window that doesn't match anything else in the game, and it's only for short wall heights. So when you think loft kit, when you think industrial loft, I don't tend to think shortest wall height. I think medium wall height at the least, if you want to use maybe platforms to make the loft, or, you know, something like that in an apartment, for example. And when you're building a house, you will probably also use the medium wall height, or maybe even the taller wall height if you're building like a converted factory or something that you've turned into a loft. But, you know, that window is only for like short wall heights, so it looks really out of place on anything like any of the other wall heights. And like I said, there's nothing that matches it. So it's very irritating, and I'm hoping that in the future, when they do stuff like this, where they give us walls and doors and stuff like that in a pack, I'm hoping that they like think about the fact that we would very much like to have those items for all 3 wall heights, because when you already have the base of the item, so like the shortest wall height, it's a lot easier to create the medium and the taller one, because you already have the base of the first one to work with. You have the textures, you have the mesh, everything like that already done, so it's a lot easier. So I'm hoping in the future that they'll give us, you know, that versatility with windows and doors, like give us, you know, the full set of them. Same with the couch. I would have loved a love seat version of that 3-seater sofa, but we never get full couch or like full living room sets when it comes to packs. We always get like one or the other. So yeah, that's kind of irritating, and those are like the biggest criticisms that I have with this pack, because all of the items themselves are really well made, and like I said, I love it. I love the overall style of it. I will be using it a lot in just random builds as well, not necessarily like industrial builds. So yeah, I will get a lot of use out of it, but if it's not your style and you don't want, you know, these particular items, then you probably won't miss it if you don't have it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like, and if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone!
Right off the bat, I knew I loved you. You had that sparkle in your eyes, some kind of shimmer in your presence.